Hello YouTube, welcome to Formula 1 2019, welcome to Oh, what the fuck, I'm not spectating, that's great. Alright,
Well, he will be in a second.
I'll be right back. Yo, you wanna invite me before y'all head on to the track? Send me a quick invite. Dan?
No.
You're not gonna invite me? Alright, I'm joining the session. I think I'll be able to. Here we go. Okay, I'm joined back. I'm good. Thank you. But I joined back. I hit spectate. Let's see if it goes this time. I could have sworn I hit spectate last time. Anyway, welcome to F1 2019. Here we are. It's our second test session, and this one should be our final test session. Just because we had
already hit an auto spin curve. Already hit an auto spin curve.
We had such a small field at the last test session. That's why I put it back up for a poll. And most of the new guys spoke that they wanted to do another test session. And looks like even some of our veterans, like Malenko, needs a test session.
Thank you.
Called the fuck out. Alright, so we're in the midst of the opening laps of qualifying here. There's a caution in Sector 3.
Malenko.
That would be
nope,
Foursquare.
not me.
We gotta get back going. It's all cool. It happens, not many people know this layout of the circuit. The only difference is the final corner on this circuit is different than what we do in F1. This is the first circuit on the F1 calendar for us. And Malenko sets the fastest lap of 39. That is not his fastest.
Up the bottom corner. With some car, I don't know what car it was. What's car?
Everybody's having fun experimenting with that last corner. Foursquare goes top of the charts at 36.55. Claudius goes second, 38.23, and a caution in sector 2 and 3. That is DQ. Off in the barrier, that's all cool. Got back going. He'll try once again. And Dan is on a flyer. He's in the grass. We'll see what he can come at the start finish line. Second quickest, 36.58. Ben back into the pit lane. That's DQ. Foursquare again, fastest lap, 36.34. DQ a 1 minute 93, but he did crash on his lap, so we'll see if he goes again. Malenko goes second quickest by 1/1000th of a second off of the pole. So Dan mentioned before this that all the veterans would be racing for the pole and everybody else is just trying to out-qualify each other. Right now, Foursquare, one of the rookies to our league, top of the charts, and goes even faster, a 36.26. DQ comes to the start-finish line. He goes a 38.27, so everybody within 2 seconds of each other.
I just murdered the wall.
In Sector 2, that's Dan.
Auto spin.
And he's got no front wing. And around goes DQ. It's a tough circuit. Anyway, Foursquare is logging laps out here, and he's coming to the pit now, but top of the charts for him. You can carry that on. Dan back to the pit lane. DQ, I assume, would be also heading back. Here comes Ben. He has yet to set a fast lap time this session. To the start finish line, let's ride on board with F1 legend Ben Park.
F1 legend.
And he hits an auto spin curb and around he goes.
Life's a bitch.
Oh, damn it. I knew it too. Like, I was watching you too.
Okay, everybody's been hitting curbs here. That's why this
I
is
hit
a
one and
test
sent me
session.
straight to the wall.
Again, we will be here in 1 week's time at the full-length circuit. Ben's first lap time down is a 44.99. Obviously, not his fastest. Welcome, Markle. 10 minutes left and you'll be driving. Sweet. So Markle will be at the very end of qualifying. See if Ben can avoid the auto spin curve this time, and he's done so far. Try not to go off in the final corner. Carrying auto momentum. Down the front straightaway he goes to the start finish line. It's a 35.92. And rightfully so, the F1 legend, top of the charts. I say F1 legend because if you remember Ben from the previous couple seasons of our F1 league, he pretty much won as many races as he entered that he finished. And around he goes! Again, coming up to the final corner. See, Malenko, can he... Well, he's already gone a 36.04. Foursquare on an outlap, trying to outdo that. Dan on a timed lap, we'll see what he can do.
It's not a good one.
Dan will not improve at 36.80. Claudius, can he improve off of the 5th position?
Well, I'm probably done with qualifying. I'm gonna go see if my sandwich is downstairs.
On board with Claudius, sporting a similar livery. Well, if I was riding on the TV pod, it looks like a Justin Allgaier scheme, but then I look at the scheme and that is not near anything like a Justin Allgaier scheme. That's still a cool livery though. Not what I was expecting one bit. So now Ben, Malenko, Foursquare, Dan, Claudius, DQ. Your top 6, and Claudius was on a fast one, came off of turn, the final corner, and has gone for a ride. Foursquare did not improve that first lap around. We'll see if he can try to gain any time through the, well, the one and only sector. Dan gave him lots of space, and he caught the marbles. Foursquare did. Keeping the car under control. Not going to be a fast lap this time, but he will try again. Just riding on board, you can tell he was absolutely on it. Pushing all the way around the circuit. We'll see if Dan can improve. This is the toughest sector on the F1 circuit. These Suzuka S's. Can guarantee you there's not a single driver that will be showing up next Sunday that will enjoy this sector. Comes Dan to the start finish line, top of the charts, 35.73. The front row, it's a park row. Claudius has improved to a 36.64. Still a little ways to go, but good progress at the moment. DQ is going for a spin. Again, this circuit really taking what these drivers can do and just tarnishing it on the spot. I'm sorry, what?
No. I'm pretty sure all of us are actually using controllers.
Oh, really? On board with Ben, can he outduel his brothers? Lap time at the top of the table. Here we go, on board with Ben. 7:34 to go in the session. Flying through turns 1 and 2. And into the S as we go. 3 and 4. Turn 5, he went wide. A very shallow line through turn 5, not going to help him through 6. Now through 7. Onto the front stretch, we'll see if this will do him any justice, but it was not a perfect lap. It will not get him anything better. Watching sector 2. Marco's also made an appearance to the circuit. We'll be joining him in a moment. See if where Marco can go. It'll be his first lap on the shorter layout of this circuit. He's experimenting with some gravel traps there. And speaking of one, Ben goes straight through one on the corner entry to the start finish line at 35.993. Not able to improve. Let's join Markle. See Markle and Malenko sporting very similar liveries. They have decided to team up for this season. We shall be getting other team combinations throughout the week. Markle top of the charts, 35.56 on his first lap of the on the circuit. Wow, making it look easy. Hadn't turned a lap here before. Just absolutely slaughtered everyone else. Four squares on it, up to fourth, a 36.012. And he improved more. Try to break into that 35-second bracket. And he's gone wide through turn 8. DQ has DQ'd from the session. No, he just retired, but he will be 7 of 7.
You gave me a 5-place grid penalty.
The brothers collide. And the tension between the brothers.
I didn't even barely touch the racetrack. Well, I will be starting at least 7, at least 6.
And a 35.71 from Foursquare goes second quickest. Malenko made another appearance on the track, a 35.82. And trying to outdo that once again, he's still flying. And he got the grass on the exit, not gonna help him. So Dan's the one with the grid penalty. Ben just gets away with a warning. I will be starting last. see if Claudius can break into the 35-second bracket right now at the 36.6 mark. Ben right now sat 5th, will be starting 4th at the moment. Will he go again? Two minutes and some change left here at Suzuka Short. And it's getting wild out. Almost everybody's broke into the 35-second bracket. Seeing if Claudius can do the same. He's on 8-lap-old softs though. That won't do him any justice. Marco's on the outlap to defend his right now pole setting time.
My God.
Ben right now at 35.85. Gonna improve once again through 1 and 2. Can you avoid all the auto spin curbs? Go through 7 and into turn 8. Onto the front straightaway. Ben gets some grass on the exit to the start finish line. A 35.67. He goes second quickest. On board with Markle. Can he improve? There we go. And this may be the last lap we get. Claudius will lock in his 36.6. Dan locks in his 35.7. He will have a grid penalty added on to his 4th place starting spot anyway. See right now Ben to cross the start finish line at a 36.0. He did not improve. 4 squares on the S's. Marco goes a 35.8. He was not able to improve. It's all up to 4 square. Can he make the time to gain? He goes into the grass on the exit and around he goes. And Marco will start on the pole for the testing race here at Suzuka Short. Ben will start 2nd. 4 square starts 3rd. Malenka will be 4th as after penalties have been addressed. Claudius will start 5th. DQ 6th. Dan 7th. Ben crosses the line backwards. Markle makes it look easy. His first lap on the circuit is the pole lap time. A 35.565 was what he needed to start on the pole. Marco, how about that? Have you not turned a lap at the circuit before?
No, I haven't, actually. I've done the full circuit, which maybe got me good at the S's.
What? Very first
I don't know,
lap.
I've done the full circuit. I focused on the S's, though, on my full circuit. So...
Alright. DQ's called it a day. But alright, we'll get a testing race going here. Foursquare did out-qualify the rest, so after the race, I'll just message you first, or if you want to just tell me what number you want. 79? Sweet, yep. Claudius, you know what you want? 11?
Oh, there's rain at the end, too?
Oh, there is. No, I don't think anybody has 11. No F1 driver has 11, correct?
$11 is Perez.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, you can't be 11 because of the F1 drivers. Alright, that's cool. Well, you're next, so I have to wait for you anyway. So, I'll message you first. I'll get your number. And here we go. The drivers take on their formation lap. Oh, my AI is there. Well, that's great.
Lol.
Wow.
There will be an Emerson every race.
No, not every race. It's just because I started the session and put me in a car.
Man, I gotta deal with Emerson's AI. What?
All right, so
This
let's
is
go
some
through the
shit.
running order. All right.
Stupid 5-way screw, Tony. Damn teammate.
So, Marco starts on pole. Ben will start second. Foursquare third. Malenko fourth. Claudius fifth. DQ sixth. The mail truck starts seventh, and Dan will start eighth.
The mail truck.
I mean, look at that thing. That's what that is.
Just an empty grid spot behind me. Gotta love
It
it.
is. Like, come on.
Oh,
just let me move
DQ
up the
did leave.
spot.
Forgot about that. So, oh, by the way, AI's on 41%. So we got 5 red lights. Claudius has jumped the start, and away we go.
Bye, AI.
Foursquare got demolished from behind.
Into turn 1, Ben and Foursquare going toe to toe. Ben will clear Foursquare out of 2.
I got murdered by an AI car. Absolutely ran you.
The mail truck's in 5th. I'm sorry, guys. I did not intend for my AI to take part in this session. But it is just a test, no points, so it's a moving chicane.
Until he runs you over.
Mark will get the fastest lap on the opening lap, the 37.18, as a result of starting on pole. Ben right now tries to get into a rhythm here and try to chase down Markle as Foursquare is under attack from Malenko. We ride on board.
But Emerson was right. It was a move you chicane. So if it does move you, it's a move you chicane.
Fucking chicane.
And Foursquare's gone straight off, and there's wing damage. A 36.51 from Markle. Claudius is also in the pit lane, repairing his front wing. Foursquare.
We tell your AI to get the hell out of my way.
Hey, I don't
Like,
tell him
he
what
went
to do.
all the way down to block me down the straightaway. What kind of bullshit?
Look, man, it's on 41%. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't get around a 41% AI, that's a lot about you.
But when he turns you into the wall, dude, there's something wrong with him. I'm going by you now. Get the hell away from me. I'm going all the way down here. You can't touch me if I'm down here.
And Dan has made the
can't
pass for
hurt me
4th
anymore.
position. And he'll clear the mail truck.
Oh, but yeah, Dan, what we were talking about earlier, I can't play the game on your account because you're activated on my account, so it's locked when I go on your account.
I knew that. I figured that out as soon as I asked that.
The Texans do edge out in front of the Chargers 27-20, so the Texans are now 2-1. After the heartbreaker lost week 1 against the Saints, turns out they would be 3-0 had that gone different. Anyway,
Chiefs
Ben,
fuck them some Ravens though. Big hype.
that was not supposed to happen, but
Lions somehow beat the Eagles.
that's also not
happy.
supposed to happen.
23 second quarter points.
The mail truck has gone and taken to blocking lapped cars.
7 lives.
Marco has now opened up the gap to 2.5 seconds, so will Ben and Dan dominate the season? Or are we
No, I
gonna
said it was gonna be Marco. I did say it was like Marco's got this. I don't know why Marco's fucking bleeding. Everywhere.
I still don't
honestly.
believe in myself. Malenko.
Well, I know you don't. You always sound like you're about to kill yourself, so I already knew that. I'm not.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thanks, Mel.
I also
Well, like,
think
Japan, I'm just never confident in, because you saw how the co-op race went.
just
I'm not
having a
confident
3
either.
second
I
gap over
retired my
probably one
car
of the best people on this
on
game.
like
I'm not confident at this track. Caution in sector 3, and that is the mail truck going around. No, that's Dan.
About getting clobbered by the mail truck.
The mail truck's in
Why were
4th.
you
He's
still racing him?
hauling the mail.
No, I was a good distance in front of him. I caught the curb on exit.
Oh, I thought you said
My
you-
41% AI is in
I thought you were
4th.
my- I'm actually catching Ben.
Malenko on the aggressive, trying to close the gap to Ben. Trying to make it
I wasn't trying. It was just happening. Kind of surprised.
Trying to make it a dart 1-2.
However,
Marco
I am
holds-
bad in the rain.
Rain is coming towards the end of the session as the teams have been reporting. But how much of an effect will it play to these guys? There's a caution in Sector 3 once again. That one will be Dan heading to the pit lane.
I wasn't a caution though. I have a bad wing. But I was not the caution.
My AI is hauling the mail in the 4th position at 41%. What a god.
What a
What lap are you hitting, Marco?
12.
Oh, I feel like we're still teammates even.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we are teammates, but I don't know if that's how that works, so.
All Ben's around.
And wow! And there goes Ben through turn 6.
Curves are treacherous, man. I feel for you, nigga.
See if
F and
Ben
chat for
can
Ben.
get back going here. And he'll head to the pit lane. Now Markle holds
I
nearly
honestly
a
forgot
6.
about that with the 22 until he sent a message in the chat. Then I was like, F.
Even NASCAR tweeted F.
I still can't believe Trex won after spinning.
Dan,
I could because after
Denny
spinning
Hamlin
he was
has
still fucking
won after how
third.
many? How many?
And
games?
Denny Hamlin won fucking Texas.
Here comes
Well,
Malenko to the
missing
pit lane.
lane twice. Denny Hamlin won Texas, missing pit lane twice, and 2 pit lane penalties.
And here's something you're not gonna hear often. Ben is 1 lap down as a result of pitting, but nonetheless is 1 lap down. That is not something you would hear. And here comes Markle into the pit lane, so just as quickly as he went 1 down, he will be getting that lap back. Markle goes ahead and fits the softs. We checked Markle
Wait, I went
Malenko.
from soft to soft?
I went to mediums.
The mediums. Sorry, the yellow stripe. I'm still thinking.
Wait, I should have went soft to soft. It's gonna rain.
Markle and Malenko have taken on fresh mediums along with Ben. Foursquare Dan have taken hard.
Emerson's on tops.
Is on mediums.
Yeah, because he hasn't pit yet, even though I came out ahead of
at the
him.
pit.
Man, I pulled away so much from him, I made a pit stop and was still ahead of him.
Which just begs the question, why is Ben and Dan behind the mail truck? Dan is also on the tail end of the lead lap. You also don't hear that often. And now the mail truck is pitted. So, Dan into the grass and around he goes right in front of the race leader.
I'm so glad I have good brakes.
There goes Malenko as well, nearing a 7-second lead.
That is the only reason why I didn't hit Marco right there, is because I locked the brakes up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to catch Marco. I'm just trying to not die. Curbs are a hell of a thing in this game. So no, you're gonna get no corner cutting penalties for this game because no one's gonna want to touch the curb.
The only track you might still get it at Mexico.
No, because you can fully cut that and you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to put it
That
on
one too.
strict?
Okay.
Y'all never touch that curb in Mexico.
Well, no, in Mexico you can fully cut the corner because I guess they have no penalty like thing out there. Because even if you put it on strict, if they don't have any like sensor there to give you a penalty, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna do anything. Like they didn't put a sensor there.
Exactly.
Just acts like that's still part of the racetrack.
So at this point, Malenko is starting very slowly, but it has well, as quickly as I say that, it is quickly gone the other direction. I was about to say Malenko has started to barely eat into the 6.7 second gap Marco held, and it's now extended to over 7.2 seconds through that S section. And there is rain.
It's raining.
On the track. It's starting to rain at the circuit here. 2/3 of the way through this test session. We'll see how these drivers adapt to a racetrack. Can they go the next 9 laps at about 35 seconds apiece on dry tires?
Hell no.
Marco holds a 7.5 seconds. He comes up to lap Claudius to put him 2 down.
Cut your mail truck.
Look at that! You blew by him because he's at 41%, but Dan has yet to. And Claudius off the
four
circuit
times too.
almost collects Marco at the same time. The rain is really getting to him, but the track is not wet enough to switch to wet tires, and around goes Claudius again. Get back going. Again, tricky conditions catching these drivers out.
I was a lot down on my time.
Foursquare, now we did mention that he was just under, or just over 1 lap down. He has lost touch to Marco since then. However, he has done better than Marco, so maybe if it starts raining enough for Foursquare, he may be able to close the gap and maybe content to get his lap back. It'd be something to see. It's a stretch, considering it was just a few tenths last week at Barcelona. However, it's a thought. This time around will be 6 laps remaining at Suzuka. Can these drivers finish this race on dry tires?
Look right now, probably. It isn't like getting much wetter.
Will this track get wet enough to where tire compounds will become an issue? You observe Markle really just maneuvering around this circuit so smoothly. Smooth operator.
Okay, Carlos.
9 seconds is the gap now between first and second place starts. Ben, the only other car on the lead lap. Foursquare's got about the entire length of the front stretch over Dan. And Dan's gone through the grass once again. He's just gotten by the mail truck. Dan is about 10 seconds back of Foursquare. Four laps to go here at Suzuka. It does not appear to be getting that wet on the circuit. Can they go another 4 laps though? And around goes Malenko, giving up the second position for some wing damage. And he just got caught out on a nearly damp racetrack. Is he going to be able to finish?
I hit an auto spin curb.
Is he going to be able to finish in the second position? We'll see what the gap is the next time Ben crosses a scoring loop. It's now 4.5 seconds and closing.
Waiting for that shit to happen.
3 laps to go. Ben is on it. Treacherous conditions for these drivers. Worn tires for these drivers. These curves doing these drivers no favors. They got 3.6 seconds. Does Ben have the time in just under 2 laps?
I have a broken wing.
So just over 2 laps to catch the wounded dart of Malenko.
Thanks, mail truck.
Ben's gonna catch his lap car at a terrible point. There's a caution in sectors 2 and 3. Looks like that is cleared. Markle will come to the start finish line. He will start the final lap. Ben is on the move, but he's got to get around the mail truck in VS's. And he's gone straight off, and into the barrier goes Ben! Big rips. Marco goes on to win. Malenko sometime later today will cross the line for second. Foursquare finishes fourth. Claudius in 7, 1 and 2 laps down.
All I know is at least I hit my one race quota of hitting an auto spin curb.
There goes Malenko, and catch us on the post-race show, and you'll see Ben cross the start-finish line. Unfortunate luck, but it is
why I had such a hard time passing that stupid-ass mail truck.
It's a testing session. I apologize. Wasn't supposed to be there. I'll make sure that I hit the spectate button sooner, because I hit it the first time. Don't know why. But it's a 1-2 for darts. Ben will round out the podium. Markle, from the second he got on the racetrack, it's been pure domination. The very first lap he set in qualifying was the pole setting lap. His very first lap on this circuit was that pole setting lap. And he went on to do 27 more near perfect laps around the Suzuka short circuit, which makes next Sunday's task a little bit easier. join us next Sunday night. We'll be racing the Japanese Grand Prix at the Suzuka International Racing Course.
Hey, Dan.
We'll see y'all then.
Good ass.
Good race.